I met a bunch of artists like online like that through this thing. I met him through there. I ended up actually meeting him in person because he be performing and shit. So he came to New York. And when he came to New York, I go to his shows. Like I support. So like I've like this is where, and he fucks with Russ. You know Russ? Mm-hmm. He fucks with Russ. Like, and he's fucking with Russ's DJ and their management and all that. And they ended up getting him an investor. To someone to actually put money into him. And he's going around the country touring and doing wild shit, getting fucking published, like they putting him in newspapers and everything. So this is what I'm saying. I didn't network with everybody. But it doesn't always equate to what we want it to be, even when you network. Right? So, and I know a lot of my issues of what I need to do for me to improve on everything. But that's just me as an artist. That got nothing to do with networking. Me as an artist, I need to be consistent again, like how he's consistent. Writing. That's how I was in the beginning, just writing. And then, you know, life happens, shit happens. I went through a bunch of shit. And now, like purposely, before, I needed a reason to write. Like, I gotta be in this kind of setting with my boys, shit, chilling, be playing every shit. Yeah, you start spitting some fire. That's when you figure out. Now, next thing you know, I got a 16 coming out in 15 minutes.
That's when you figure out if you really want to do this shit or not. If nigga, you go through this shit, yeah, you might take a break off or whatever. But when you stay back and you don't go do the shit, nigga, you didn't really want to do the shit in the first place. Because if you really wanted to, ain't nothing gonna stop you from fucking. Nigga, I don't gotta make $1 million if I make fucking $50,000 and nigga, I wanted to rap.
Right? I make zero. I make $0 and I still want to fucking rap.
As many projects I put out, there's all the streaming shit. Nigga, yeah, I made more selling physical CDs and merch than fucking that streaming bullshit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Niggas ain't Lil Uzi in them. We don't have fucking. Don't even make money. I'm saying, but we don't have fucking 1 million people around the world listen to us every single day to actually make that streaming into any type of dollar.
Yeah.
So now, if we independent, look, if we independent,
I'm telling you, bro, you do,
bro.
I'm about to give you.
If you're not independent,
I just had
if you're not, but this is what I'm saying.
Money off my streams.
But how much though?
I see over $100.
But that's what I'm saying. So now, if you're an artist. And you're seeing hundreds of dollars, but
you trying to live off that.
If you seeing hundreds of dollars,
that's just one part of my.
But this is what I'm saying. But you see hundreds of dollars, right? You see hundreds of dollars, but now if I sold 50 CDs,
but this is
you know how fast
this is passive.
If I go to a showcase, if I do 3-4 showcases
we're talking
in a week,
and
income. I sell 10 CDs in a showcase, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It is passive income, but that's why
that's the difference.
The shit niggas is looking at to it. Yeah, it's passive income, but if I know that this is fucking $100 compared to 1,000, where I can physically give a nigga something, I'm gonna be more on this before I've even. I can do that.
I'm not saying don't do that. But
I'm gonna make sure the shit that brings me the most money first is gonna be the shit that gets dealt with.
I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying that passive income is a real source of bread in
it is.
World.
That's why you want million. You want mad different incomes. So ones that you're not even having to do nothing for.
Exactly. So the streaming shit is different because outside of streaming, outside of the internet, there is not too many things that is like guaranteed, nigga. Unless they shut off the internet, you gonna get paid off your streams, nigga. There could be another COVID. There could be a fucking war going on. There could be anything in the fucking world going on that might prevent you from physically going to do what you gotta do.
Yes.
When niggas with COVID happened, nobody couldn't work. Outside. There was niggas who couldn't work.
What Scotty is trying to say is by separating the incomes, like in the mindset, in the income, you're talking about what he's trying to say. You're talking about like upfront income, like gross, like what you're gonna get right now. What he's talking is long term, like stocks. You know, like investing in the stock market, penny stocks, the Bitcoin, shit like that. Look at the music like a Bitcoin. When you invest in a Bitcoin, you put a couple of dollars. You're not gonna get. It's not like selling bud where you buy the plate, you're gonna double your bread within as long as you flip it within a certain time. It's not like that. Like it's you put in the $1,000 for the plate, but you're gonna get that shit in over 2-3 years, but then over 10 years, over 20 years.
They're bringing the most money to you.
Yo, but he agree with
like
you
this.
though. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
They
are two different people. Because a nigga that stream you might like one song of your shit, and he streamed your one song and say, yo, that No Days Off, that Brooklyn shit fire, do another one. A nigga that buy your shit, he don't give a fuck if he liked it 4 songs off your shit.
Yeah.
He buying the whole project.
But that's the difference.
It's a supporter. It's a real supporter and a nigga that just heard some shit that you made that sounded a little bit like Lil Uzi shit that he could vibe to that, and now you got a million streams on one of your songs.
No, gang, that's
but
not that's not
what about
I'm saying.
having?
That's not what I'm saying, gang. You looking at it as 2 different markets and 2 different people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying buy direct to consumer. Yes, straight sell to niggas. You feel me? Hats, merch, do all of that.
It's not 2 different markets.
No, because same nigga who buys your shirt can be one of your top streaming niggas. The same nigga who buys the CD can be one of your top streaming people. That's what I'm saying.
But they're gonna tell you, nigga, I don't have a CD player to buy your shit.
But they'll still buy it for support.
But this is what I'm telling you. A real supporter is gonna buy your shit and not give a fuck about if he can fucking listen to it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you, bro.
That's what he's saying right now.
But that's why I said I'm focused on more of the niggas that want to fucking buy whatever. When you got, you got a new, shit, the shit's only a minute. Where's that? Opposed to the nigga streaming and want to fucking hear some shit that fits their fucking criteria of listening to.
You know, we did the pre-interview and he was asking me questions and we literally started talking about the same shit you're addressing right now. Because as an independent, all you need is 100 fans. Right?
Real shit.
With 100 fans spending $200, that's what, 20,000, maybe 20,000. You could get 100,000 people. I mean, you get 1,000. That's 200,000 people, right? So, bro, 100 people is very reachable for anybody.
Definitely. To
spend $200, because as you were saying, that's a hoodie, that's a hat, that's 2 concert tickets plus 2 albums. You could do that in a year. That time where which you're talking about this, everybody else is going to be salivating over you just because you're generating everything on your own. So you're going to have people that are going to be like, okay, you made how much on your own? I'll give you 500,000 and how much, so you could go make this and that, and then I just want this off the top. And then you could create your own deal. You could be like, nah, I don't want that. I want 2 million. And then when I get 2 million, I'm only going to give you back this. Why? Because I can do this, that, your leverage, like the leverage you was talking about with your connections, and that's your leverage. So that's how you're able to up the money, lessen the interest, etc., etc. Right? So that's why I took my shit off the platforms. Why? Because for me, I have 15K streams, 16K streams. I made a couple $100, but for me, I made more money on my website. I'm not making more money off streams, but as you're saying, people are buying the project. They went and they bought my project, or they went and they bought a hat, or they went and they bought some socks, or they went and was like, you know what, here's a donation to your shit,
your merch.
I don't even listen to music, but boom, here.
Exactly. So this is like what you're saying is the exact route that I went multiple times. This is my 2nd time doing it, because I did it once, then I went to the platforms, then I did it again, because both times I made more money with less streams just by people buying the project.
Yeah, that month or 2 or 3 when the shit drop, I'm gonna make more money in those 2, 3, 4 months,
$200
than the first years of the shit being out.
Of people just buying the project. For a fact. And then what I did was I put. I'm
not saying it's not gonna be there.
7 songs for what, $7, right, or $8. No, I did it for $7 if you buy the project. If you buy the songs individually, it's $150. Just so you get the bulk buy. So what I also did was I made a $50 one with 2 extra songs that also came with merch. So a bunch of people bought that one. It's for the 2 extra songs, and then they put their information, and then I send them the shirt and the hat. Now, right, let's say I could get those same 15,000 streams to transition over to my website. Let's say for 2025, because we're about to be 20, let's say from in the year 2025, I could get 15,000 streams on my website. You don't think somebody's gonna holler at me to advertise?
Or even for a feature or for anything.
It don't even matter. But I'm not even talking about that.
You could do it by yourself, and you don't need.
My thing with features, like as I was saying before, there has to be a return. Like if I'm gonna pay for a feature, I have to have some type of return. I'm not gonna pay somebody who's in the same position as me $100, $200 for what? I'm not gonna get that $100, $200 back. And the performance between you and me might be trash anyway. So it's like there might not be no connection on stage. So what's the point of making that investment? Like as I was saying, like I see things different. I see things now as an investment. Like I'm not just dropping money to drop money.
Yeah.
Especially now, I got a family. Like,
of course not.
I got. So this is another thing. How I was saying, well, I wanted to kind of like give y'all game earlier. So now I'm in a position where like I'm becoming a homeowner, multifamily. Why? Because I need to sustain. Like as he was saying, you need residual income and you need sustainable income. Right? It's gonna be so hard to be an artist without both. As he was saying, you need both. So he wasn't dubbing his shit. What he's talking about is sustainable income. What he was referencing, streaming, residual income, long term. That is something that you forget about. You put that shit in a Roth IRA account as your retirement,
and you let that shit
that
grow.
Little streaming bread that I'm getting, bro, I'm not taking that out. I don't need that shit. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to tell him. He trying to shit on the amount of bread it is, but it's like if a nigga buys a CD, right?
Yeah.
That's $10.
Yeah.
What happens next month? You have to sell another CD.
Yes.
With residual income, you could still be getting paid from a project that you put out 5 years ago. You feel me? So I'm not saying don't sell, because I have an app I'm developing so that I can get the data like him, so that you could go straight to the consumer and they can buy straight from you, X, Y, and Z.
No streaming platforms.
Just like him. You feel me? No, I still want to use streaming platforms, but use them differently as like real mixtapes. You know how niggas used to give out mixtapes? Those is the mixtapes, the free shits you could listen. You jack my shit, you could actually tune in and buy shit from me. You feel me? Because not everybody gonna want to buy some shit.
Of course.
But here's some shit that, alright, cool, you want to stream, you want to listen. Because there's mad people who just listen to fucking music all day. You feel me? That's all they do. So, alright, cool. But if you really a super fan, like he said, then you got to tap into those markets, because those people will consistently buy from you every month. Even if, like you said, all you need is 100 people of those super fans. But those other people, those passive people, alright, cool, we're gonna build up the residual income. You need the sustainable and the residual.
So that's what they that's what they saying.
You just sold me on going back onto the platform.
It's a separate thing, though. When you got niggas that's just listen to your shit, like you said, 3-4 times, that's a separate shit. That's passive income. That's separate shit. And then they talking about super fans. They talking about the niggas that's really buying your shit.